Okay, so I wanted you to be able to see the acciones with my camera, and so I paused the video so I could fix the video so we could do these together. Okay, so here are actions from last time. Remember, levántate, toca. Toca is touch. Toca los pies y la cabeza. Baila, baila. Camina, camina. Walk or marcha, march. The next verb for today is juega. Juega means plays. You use juega to play sports. So this one's fun. So I'll tell you to play different sports. I could say maybe juega al béisbol, or juega al voleibol, or fútbol americano, or fútbol, or al tenis, or basketball. And then the last one is siéntate. All right, so let's do this. Levántate. Okay. Toca la cabeza. Toca los pies. Baila, 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 baila. Camina. Marcha. Juega al béisbol. Juega al voleibol. Juega al fútbol americano. Juega al fútbol. Fútbol, soccer. Juega al tenis. Juega al básquetbol. Y siéntate. Okay, perfect. So now we can go into our first lesson on grammar. Okay, so in Spanish and in English, we have a subject pronoun chart. And the best way to learn this is just kind of memorizing where certain items are on the chart. If you notice here on the left-hand side, the singular column, first person singular is always I in English, and in Spanish, it's yo. Tú or you in formal would be second person singular. Third person they share three different subject pronouns. Usted, which is you formal. Él, which is he. Ella, which is she. And so the difference between the two yous, it would be who you're talking to. If you're talking to like a friend of yours, you would use the tú form. It's informal speak. If you're talking to like a teacher or somebody you need to show respect to, you would use the usted form. On the right-hand side, we have the plural side. We have nosotros, which is we, or nosotras, could also be we, just depending on who the makeup of the group is. If it's all girls, it's nosotras. Boys and girls, nosotros. The plural side for is second person, we have vosotros or vosotras. This one is used when you talk to a group of your friends. Hey, how are you all doing? And then the bottom right shares again. They share with ustedes, ellos, and ellas. And ustedes would be like for you talking to a group of your teachers. Hey, teachers, how are you all doing today? When you want to talk about people, you would use ellos or ellas. That is they. And so when you want to talk about a he or she, you use él or ella. When you want to talk about yourself, you use yo. When you want to talk about yourself included with a group of people, you use nosotros, which is we. Because we do that in English as well. Like you could say maybe I go to the store, or my friends and we go to the store. So once you have learned this chart, the next step is learning how to take a verb and match it up with the correct pronoun, subject pronouns. And so I wanted to use the verb ser. Ser means to be. Okay, so here's the pronoun chart that we just reviewed. I just taught you, really. And I'm going to send you additional practice at home for you to work on this so you can get more practice. And eventually you'll pick it up. It's something that you'll learn with time. But I wanted to show you how they match up. So the verb ser means to be. To be. Okay? So when you want to say I am, when we're talking about yourself, the yo form is soy. The tú form is eres. The usted, el, ella form is es. Nosotros or nosotras is somos. Vosotros sois. Ustedes, ellos, ellas would be son. So if we look here, up here at number 1, it says complete the sentences by filling the blanks of the correct form of ser. And we're also going to practice some adjectives today. And so the adjectives, that a lot of them are cognates. So like number 1 says, yo blank atletica. Yo is I. Okay, so we know that yo and I are the top left. So you come over here to the top left of the verb conjugation chart of ser. So the correct answer would be soy. Yo soy atlética. That means I am athletic. Number 2, ella blank poética. Okay, so where's ella? First you have to find ella down here in the chart. Bottom left, ella is she. And then you come to the verb and see what the conjugation for ser would be. And it is es. So ella es means she is poética. And in Spanish, it could be poético or poética because there's lots of different ending. It could be O's or A's depending on if it's a girl or a boy. And so here it's a she, so we change the adjective to end with an A. And I'll show you one for the next one. Number 3 is Paco. Paco is a he. Even though you're probably thinking, well, where's Paco down here on this chart? No, Paco's not going to be down there. You just have to know that Paco is an él. Paco is a he. So you're going to use the bottom left of your conjugation chart, which is es. So Paco es talentoso. And we end the adjective talentoso, talented, with an O because Paco is a boy. Paco es talentoso. Paco is talented. Tú, next one, number 4. Número 4. Tú is the form. So you find tú, middle left, come over to the verb chart, and the correct conjugation is eres. Tú eres. Tú eres inteligente. All right, so why don't you pause here and see if you can figure out 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I will check back and give you the answers before we move on. Okay, did you have time to figure out what would you put in the blank for the correct form of ser if it's nosotras? The correct answer is somos. We are. Somos atléticos. And since there's more than one person, we have to make our adjective plural by adding an S. And ustedes is the bottom right. So it'd be son. Ustedes son. And you all are shy or timid. 7, el elefante, the elephant. The elephant. Well, we know that the elephant, it's el elefante, so it's a masculine word. So we're going to have, that's a he, el elefante, corresponds with es. So el elefante es muy pequeño. The elephant is very small, pequeño, small. 8, ellos, find ellos. That means they for a group of boys. And that corresponds with son. So we get ellos son muy inteligentes. They are very intelligent. Again, it's plural. And there are some adjectives that always end with an E. If they end with an E, you just keep them as an E. You don't have to change them to be O's or A's. And we will practice some more descriptive adjectives here in a second. Such as like, if you would like more practice with verbs, there's a site called conjuguemos.com. I'm going to show you real quick here. I meant to put this in. It's spelled like this, and I'll put it in our notes, conjuguemos.com, if you are allowed to go out and practice with your verbs. And let's see if I can do it for you. I can show you an example here. No, it's not going to let me. Okay. When you go to conjuguemos.com, you can do verb drills. But when you do the verb drills, only choose the verb ser, because there's lots of verbs and we only know the verb ser. And so that would be my recommendation. So let's practice some adjectives. Let's start with como es. Como es means how is. Es grande o pequeño? Is it big or small? So you tell me, como es? Es pequeño. Como es? Es grande. Como es? Es grande. Como es? Es pequeño. Es pequeño. So we're practicing grande y pequeño. Those are some adjectives you could use to describe yourself. And I also wanted to practice a couple more adjectives. So now I'm asking you, ¿cómo eres? What are you like? ¿Cómo eres? And you reply by saying soy. Soy, I am. And then why don't you go ahead and pick, I don't know, maybe 3 adjectives from here that you would just be able to use to describe yourself and put them in a sentence. Say them out loud, send them over to me so I can take a peek at them and see how we're doing. So like I would give an example would be, yo soy talentosa, inteligente, y generosa. Generosa, generous. Those would be 3 adjectives that describe me. ¿Cómo eres tú? And here's another way to use the verb ser. Ser is to be. We can use it with the verb querer, which means to want. So do you want to be? Do you want to be inteligente en español? Do you want to be a talented gymnast? So tú quieres ser inteligente en español? You can say sí, quiero ser inteligente en español, or no, no quiero ser gimnasta talentoso or talentosa. ¿Tú quieres ser gimnasta talentoso? Go ahead and reply. Sí or no. And so there's another way to use ser. So ser kind of was our practice verb for the day. And I will send over some practice with worksheets with the verb ser and some verb conjugation charts and subject pronoun charts so you can have some of the grammar. And again, conjuguemos.com if you'd like to go there and practice conjugating the verb. There's also some monster worksheets if you'd like additional practice. And I was going to go ahead and see if I could switch my tab real quick here to show you conjuguemos. Okay, so when you go to conjuguemos.com, you should go to the library, go to Spanish verbs, and then you're going to go to activity 7, present tense, irregular verbs. Go to the green graded practice. I always shut off your timer. And then you are going to want to customize. You want to customize. You do not want to do all the verbs. So unclick that one. Scroll down and find the verb ser. And then save your settings. And then it will ask you to conjugate. So like here, ser in the yo form is, you look at your chart and it is soy. And it'll say that you got it right, correcto, and then you keep going. Like here, Olivia and Natalia, those are 2 girls. So that would be they. Ellas. So find on your chart, what would be ellas? It would be son. And it can give you some additional practice. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. Adios.